I'm going to just yank this range hood off with the wire. Power is still active. Let's see what happens. Tripod, pocket. There. Maybe we'll get a short circuit. Ready? Yeah! Hope you got that.
Nice going there, Sparky.
It's the way to find out what the power is, huh?
Good going, Sparky.
Alright, since I missed the spark, I'll go downstairs and I'll redo it. Lights. Pipe wrench. Big pipe wrench. Thank goodness for Chinese pipe wrenches. If this was made in America, it'd be a $300 pipe wrench. It's almost a meter long. It probably is. 36 inches, 1 meter and a little bit. Because I've got a new water pump. Also made in China. Water Ace. Toledo, Ohio? Nope. Made in Ting Tang Tong, China. 120 bucks, including shipping. That pump is toast. Crank her up! Junk. Alrighty, so I'll turn the breaker on that I just tripped, which is kitchen porch lamp. That one? Who knows? I'm going to try to pull that range hood off again and get some nice flashy sparks that you can see, not imagine. You turn that down? Jeez. Bang away. Bang. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang. Where's the power wire? Right there. Yeah, we got juice. Try this again. This time where you can see it. Maybe I ought to crank the voltage up to 220. Alright, here goes. Ready? Oops. Oh yeah, no sparks here. Come on, spark. Spark. Oh, so briefly. Oh, come on. Do I have to go downstairs and do this again?
Such a minor.
Son of a gun, I'm going to have to put a little loop in that.
Hey, you want to set this back up first?
Oh yeah, oops. That'll be funny, huh? Yeah. All right. Go. Got a little twist in the end of the wire, so guaranteed to get a sparky. Boink. There. There. Back to the basement. I don't know why you're putting the nails in them. We could just put the sheetrock up with those nails. Remember those days? People used to nail sheetrock up? I guess that's the breaker, huh? Let's try this again. Whoever said we don't work hard around here? Okay. Got that in the right vantage point. Ready? Friggin' my baby spark. Anyhow, oh, I smell it. Alright. Our wood stove. First spark was the bestest. Like the first cut is the deepest. Whoa, the heat. Ah, good wood heat. Whoa! Almost 500 degrees. 250 Celsius. I love it. There. Roast some marshmallows here, boy. I think we'll be ready for that burn pile real soon. Oops. And this year I'll burn it. I'll burn that pile when there's still snow on the ground. No more wildfires. Whoop! Sparks are flying. Keep that door closed. Alright, we got work to do. Got sheetrock. Good sheetrock. Well, now we're in the basement. Pardon me. Something I wanted to do was cancel some of this old wiring. Happens to be 14 gauge, which is light. Good for lighting circuits. So, ran the lighting circuits, ran the water pump. I cut it. Gone. And it also went over here, and went over here, and went over here, and over there, and it's hard to follow, I know. It ended up over here. What do you think about that? Here, I'll put it on macro. There. There was nothing wrong with it. It was working, but let me tell you, looking for trouble. And it also went over here. And it went over there to other lamp. Wow. So I'm glad I canceled it all. I think it went over here too. Yep. And maybe over there. What a bunch of crappy old wiring. Still working, still doing its job, but it's canceled now. I'm pulling it out. And off to the scrap copper pile. It's also 14 gauge, which is 50% more or less lighter than 12 gauge. Only good for 15 amps, 1700 watts. It'll do for a few lights, but I'm going to wire up the sump pump 220 volts. It takes 4 amps instead of 110 volts, 8 amps. Pump will last longer. Junk. It's junk. Wire was so cheap when it was cheap. Used to be 20 bucks for a 250 foot, 75 meter roll of 12.2 and 15 for 14.2. And now it's $84. I used to wait till it went on sale for 16 or 17 because 20 was too much for a cheap guy like me. And now, a roll of wire is $84. 84 from 20. It went down a couple of years ago, a year and a half ago, it went down to 35 after having been at 100 and change. Now it's back at $84. So, I look for it for sale on the internet. People sometimes do a small job and they have a whole roll left over minus a few feet, so I wait for the deals. Maybe somebody in Florida has some wire. If we buy that MDX at the car auction, that's our latest deal. A friend of mine is a car dealer, more of an acquaintance than a friend, and he's a car dealer. He goes to the auction, so I asked him if I could become a dealer on his behalf, and I'll give him the money, and he'll give me a company check. And I'll go to the car auction in Florida, the Mannheim auction, and I'll buy a car for me, maybe a couple for him, and drive them all back. So if anybody has some wire in Florida, anywhere in Florida, except Pensacola, I don't think we'll make it up that far, or Georgia, anywhere along 95, that's where we'll be driving. Up 95, right into Boston. So, if you have some wire, 12.2, 12.3, 14.2, I have a lot of 10. I don't need that. I need mostly 14 or 12. I'm a buyer. Not for 84 bucks though. Alright, we got wire everywhere. Got my 3x3 holding up the building. Got these two over here holding up the building. Gotta close up this ductwork. Take away this piping. I'm going to replace it with PEX. A busted drain. close all this up. All new wiring. A new pipe wrench. A big pipe wrench. Put this water pump on. There's 12-2 wiring, 12 gauge, 50% bigger, or maybe even more than that, than 14 gauge. Got any wire? I'm a buyer.